The next one is, which one of the following pairs is correctly matched? Pandita Ramabai founded Mahila Vidyalaya, Hindu Mahila Vidyalaya. Viresalingam Pantulu promoted widow remarriage in Telugu speaking areas. Tarabai Shinde advocated temple entry for Dalits, and Begum Rokhaya criticized caste hierarchy in the Hindu scriptures. Now here also, what and how can we actually solve it? Here we can actually solve it through the aspect of elimination itself. Here we can actually solve it through the aspect of elimination. Now how can we eliminate here? You just need to think on that. How can we eliminate here? So that particular elimination, it is going to be from the fact that, okay, that particular elimination, it is going to be from the fact that here, if you see Pandita Ramabai, if you are going to see, she was a woman who was associated with women empowerment. Okay, we'll just eliminate Begum Rokhaya. Okay, she was a, from the name itself you can understand that she was a Muslim. So she is going to, if they are mentioning the name, if the UPSC has mentioned the name, so maybe it has been forcefully mentioned there. So Begum Rokhaya, she was a woman. She was an entity who did the who worked for the socio-cultural reforms for Muslim women. Okay, for the Muslims, not for the Hindus. So this can be eliminated. Okay, then Pandita Ramabai, if you know her, she was a female who is going to work for women empowerment in the Maharashtra area. Okay, so her also thing is going to be wrong. Tarabai Shinde, okay, Tarabai Shinde, she focused on gender inequality, not on the temple entry for Dalits. She focused on gender inequality. However, the Viresalingam Pantulu, he is going to be the right answer. Why? Because he was the person who was associated with this. Alright, so the answer here is going to be B. Then arrange the following in the chronological order. So what do you think is going to be the answer here in this particular level? Okay, in the chronological order. Okay, so here, if you have done the socio-cultural reform movements, you might be very much well aware that when were these particular movements done. Okay, so from the temple entry movement, what can you correlate that temple entry movement? You can associate it with the Sri Narayan Guru, and after that, even Gandhiji supported the temple entry. So when Gandhiji was there, he came after the 1915, right, into the political sphere of India. So this would have been generally after 1915. Okay, then prior to that, when we talk, there is going to be the particular, if you might have read the spectrum, in that you are going to read the particular, Paramhansa Mandali and Prarthana Samaj. Okay, so the Paramhansa Mandali, it was started in the Maharashtra area, and it is going to be during the time period of generally the 1840s time period. Okay, wherein they are going to be focusing on uplifting the caste discrimination, removing the caste discrimination at that point of time. So 1840s, the Paramhansa Mandali was created. Okay, year 1840. Then when we talk about Satya Shodhak Samaj, you can recall that during the time period of 1860s, Jyotirao Phule was, very much in the name. And Jyotirao Phule is considered to be the founder of Satya Shodhak Samaj. So most probably this would have happened when somewhat around, and this happened around 1873. Then there is going to be the Prarthana Samaj, which at that point of time, it is going to happen in the 1867 time period. Okay, Prarthana Samaj. So if we look at 1867, and this happened during the 1920s. So if we look at it, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, 1, 2, 4. So wait, select the correct option. So select the correct sequence using the codes given below. So 2, 3, 1, 4. Yes, 2, 3, 1, 4. So the answer is going to be B. Alright, so it is going to be 2, 3, 1, 4. B is the answer. The next one, year, the movement and the founder. What was the movement about, and who was the founder of it? What is going to be the answer here? So self-respect movement, you are quite well aware that it was in the South India after the Gandhian advent, and it was by E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. He was given the title of Periyar. Okay, Periyar. Satya Shodhak Samaj, it was by Jyotirao Phule. Okay, Jyotiba Phule, you can also call him. The Paramhansa Mandali and the Arya Samaj. Arya Samaj, it was started by Dayanand Saraswati. This was a very clear-cut understanding. Whereas Paramhansa Mandali, right now we talked on it. Okay, the Paramhansa Mandali, it is means, if I tell you on the above question, okay, so here there was the idea that the Paramhansa Mandali, it was started by Dadoba Pandurang, whereas the Prarthana Samaj, it was started by Atmaram Pandurang. Okay, so Paramhansa Mandali, it was by Dadoba Pandurang, and Prarthana Samaj, it was by Atmaram Pandurang. So here what do we know? Haridas Thakur is not associated here. It is Dadoba Pandurang who is going to start the Paramhansa Mandali. So this is incorrect. Which of the following are correctly matched? 3 are correctly matched. So the answer is going to be this.